If success is about mindset, why do so many talented people stay stuck? Why do skilled people struggle while others rise? Today's story will answer that. Stay with me. Greatness is not born in comfort. It's born in clarity. History shows us time and again that the difference between those who succeed and those who struggle isn't luck. It's mindset. It's the belief in your own value. Let me tell you a story about a man named Victor. Victor wasn't poor, in fact, he was highly skilled. He could repair watches like no one else in town, tiny mechanical marvels that most modern technicians didn't even understand. But there was one problem. Victor didn't believe his skill had any real value. He worked from a small wooden stall in a busy bus terminal. Every time a customer asked, "How much?" he would shrug and say, "Just give whatever you feel." Most people gave very little. Some gave nothing. And Victor sighed at the end of each day, thinking, life is unfair. People don't appreciate talent. One afternoon, a retired professor stopped by. He handed Victor a broken vintage watch. "Can you fix this?" the professor asked. Victor examined it carefully. "Yes, it will take time," he said. "How much will you charge?" the professor asked. Victor gave his usual answer. "Whatever you think is fair." The professor looked at him firmly. "No. How much is your skill worth?" Victor felt uncomfortable. "I don't know. I just fix things," he replied. The professor smiled. "That's your problem. You don't know your own value." Victor repaired the watch beautifully, but the words of the professor echoed in his mind long after he left. When you charge nothing, people assume you are worth nothing. That night, Victor thought about his tiny stall, his years of experience, his steady hands, his patience, and yet he treated his skill as ordinary. He realized it wasn't the world that undervalued him. He undervalued himself, and the world simply followed his lead. The next morning, Victor did something bold. He printed a simple sign: professional watch repair, fixed price. No more, pay whatever. No more hesitation, just clear value for clear work. At first, customers hesitated. Some walked away, but Victor stayed firm. Then, a man came with an expensive Swiss watch. "I heard you're the best in town," he said. Victor repaired it perfectly, and the man paid the full price. Without argument. Word spread. Victor became known not as the cheapest, but as the most reliable. Within a year, he moved from a tiny wooden stall to a proper shop. Within 3 years, collectors came from across the city. He didn't become rich overnight, but he became respected, and respect changed everything. One afternoon, the retired professor returned. He looked at Victor's organized shop, the polished counters, the certificates on the wall. "You look different," the professor said. Victor smiled. "I stopped working for tips. I started working for value." The professor nodded. "So, what changed?" Victor answered simply, calmly. "I did. Many people aren't failing because they lack talent. They fail because they think small. They underprice themselves, underbelieve, undercommit. Remember this: the moment you see your true worth, the world begins to see it too. Raise your standards, believe in your value, and your life will follow."